everyone out there, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I eat in a week, which I've actually never done before. I've filmed what I eat in a day videos, but I thought it would be kind of fun to share with you just some more like recipe ideas in a video. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing a breakfast edition, but if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll definitely share more what I eat in a week videos in the future, like dinner editions and lunch editions and that sort of thing, if you like this video. And a quick little disclaimer before we get started here. I have filmed 7 different breakfast recipes for you in this video, just so that things aren't boring or repetitive or anything like that. But when it comes to what I do generally eat in any given week, I do often tend to, repeat meals or eat some of the same things a couple of days in a row, or, just eat some of the same things in a week. But with that being said, I will be showcasing some of my favorite recipes, things that I like to have in the morning, and I hope that this video gives you some inspiration. So let's get started. So the first recipe that I am making here today is a banana walnut oatmeal, and this oatmeal is so good. It's perfect for the wintertime. It's just really like warm and hearty. So I'm just starting by adding my oats and some almond milk to a pot. I honestly don't usually measure this. I usually just add some almond milk to like the desired consistency as it cooks, but it's usually probably about maybe 1/3 of a cup of oats and 3/4 of a cup of milk. And then I'm adding in the raisins here so that they can kind of soften as everything cooks, and some cinnamon in there too. And as that cooks, I'm adding in a teaspoon of chia seeds, and I find that this just really helps to thicken the oatmeal a little bit, but it also adds a little bit of that extra, healthy fats, and it just makes it a little extra hearty and filling, which is really nice. And you don't have to do this, but I am also adding in a touch of coconut sugar, or you could use brown sugar, and some sea salt in there too, just to kind of bring up the flavors a little bit, just a pinch. And then I'm adding that to a bowl with some banana slices and some crushed walnuts on top. And what I like to do is add usually an extra splash of some milk on top, almond milk, or what I actually did this week, I was just really in the mood for some just whole milk. And so I have some milk here that I am splashing on top. The next day we are having some avocado toast, and both Sean and I love making avocado toast. We probably do make this sometimes, 2 or 3 days a week. It's just one of our favorites. So I'm gonna toast up 3 slices of bread here. Sean's gonna have 2 slices. I'm just in the mood for 1 slice of toast this morning on this particular day, although sometimes I'll have 2 pieces of toast. But we're just gonna toast that up. And I'm gonna cook up a couple of eggs here because we put the eggs on top of the toast, and it's really good. While the eggs are cooking, I am making the kind of avocado mixture here, which is really simple. It's just avocado, some sea salt, and some chili powder. That's it. It's kind of like a guacamole, but a much simpler version, and I just mix that together, mash it up until it's smooth, and then spread that onto the toast and put an egg on top. The secret ingredient, though, for these avocado toasts is Cholula hot sauce. If you have ever heard of Cholula before, it is just so good. You can't have this avocado toast without Cholula. Sean also likes red pepper flakes on his too. Now, I'm not a huge spicy person. I don't love super spicy things, but I find that the Cholula is actually pretty good. So there you have it, avocado toast. This is how we like to make it all the time, and it's just so easy, and it's really nice and filling as well. All right, so the next day I'm making a veggie omelette. I'm just gonna mince up some fresh garlic and some kale. I just had a little bit of kale left over in my fridge and like 3 baby tomatoes left, so I'm just kind of chopping those up and adding those to a pan with some olive oil and sauteing that together. And then what I do is I take 2 eggs, whisk that together in a bowl, and then I just kind of quickly add that veggie mixture into the eggs, mix that up, and then pour that back into the pan. And then let that cook a little bit, and then I'll flip it over, and my omelet is ready to go. And this is just really easy, but very flavorful. And then I have some papaya here, so I'm just scooping out the seeds in the middle.
don't want to eat those, and I'm just gonna dice it up. And then I'm adding some fresh basil on top of the omelet, which really adds such a nice flavor. I love fresh basil and just fresh herbs in general. And that's it. An omelet with some papaya on the side. Thursday is turkey and sweet potato scramble with some apples. And I also have a peppermint tea latte recipe that I want to share with you first, because this is such a nice, kind of a Christmassy drink to have in the morning. So what I have here is some loose leaf peppermint tea, and I'm just adding that to my mug and then whisking up my almond milk here. And I'm gonna just directly kind of steep the peppermint in it. And this mug's really great because it's got a little lid on top, and so you let it steep for a few minutes. And then I'm gonna add in some maple syrup and give that a stir, and then I'm just gonna add the remainder of the kind of frothed milk that I had in the pot there on top. And this tastes like Christmas in a mug. It's so good. It's just peppermint tea, milk of choice, and some maple syrup. It's really, really good. So on to the breakfast here. So I had some turkey in my fridge that I wanted to use up, so I'm just cooking that up with some garlic and a couple big handfuls of some spinach and kale. And I also have some leftover sweet potato that was roasted that I am just adding all together here with some rosemary, fennel seeds, and some thyme. And that's literally it. This is really easy to make. It's kind of just all in one pan. And I'm gonna chop up some apple. We're gonna have some apple slices on the side with a sprinkle of cinnamon on top, and that's it. So many different variations of this. I mean, you could add onion to this, you could add zucchini, you could also even have it for dinner if you wanted to, but it does make kind of a nice hearty breakfast. The next day, we just had a really simple smoothie for breakfast, nothing too crazy. Weren't in the mood for anything too big or heavy. So, but this is one of my favorite smoothie recipes. It is so delicious. So I'm doing 2 bananas in a blender, 2 because I'm making this recipe for both Sean and I, and some frozen cauliflower, some almond milk, and I'm also adding in some almond butter in there too, nice couple big scoops of that, and some cinnamon, and that's it. So I'm just blending that together, and it's just a really nice kind of creamy banana cinnamon smoothie that's just, I don't know, it's nice for the winter. I honestly haven't been in much of a smoothie mood lately. I don't know if it's just been the fall, the winter. I just haven't been making many smoothies lately, but this one I really, really like. And I will say, having this alone isn't going to be the most filling. We just kind of wanted something small on this particular morning, but if you do want to make this a little bit more satiating, you might want to have an egg or 2 with it, or have a handful of walnuts or yogurt. All right, next day is Saturday, and on this day I made some blueberry sourdough pancakes with some scrambled eggs. So I have here my sourdough starter, which I have had for about 6, maybe 8 weeks now. This one here is made from spelt. And if you want to learn how to make a sourdough starter, I do have the recipe over on my blog. It was time to sort of feed it again, so I just wanted to use the discard for making pancakes. The recipe actually for these pancakes is from Lisa from her blog Farmhouse on Boone. I'll leave it linked below, but it's basically just egg and some baking soda and coconut oil. And actually adding the baking soda is my favorite part, because if you look closely here, I made sure to film this really close up, it starts to bubble and like froth up, and it is so satisfying to watch and to stir. I just love it. It's just the way that the baking soda reacts with the sourdough starter. And then I'm just adding in some frozen blueberries for blueberry pancakes. And if you've never, had much sourdough before, or if you've never made a sourdough starter, basically what it does is it's a fermentation process that the flour undergoes, which makes it a little bit easier to digest. It's just kind of easier on the digestive system for some people. And then I'm just scrambling up a few eggs to have on the side, and that is our breakfast this morning. Alrighty, and lastly, today's breakfast is really, really simple and straightforward, and it's just some almond butter and chia jam toast with a soft boiled egg. So I just have an egg here boiling and a couple of pieces of toast. I literally have a little end bit of toast there because on Sundays we It's when we go out and get some more groceries. But I'm just spreading on some almond butter here. You could absolutely use peanut butter or whatever your favorite is. And I'm using my homemade chia jam, which I have a whole recipe for on my blog. But I love this chia jam. It's literally just frozen mixed berries and chia seeds. And that's it. Just really simple, kind of filling, yummy, delicious breakfast. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this style of what I eat in a week. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can also subscribe to my channel for new videos every single week, and I will see you all in my next one.